Alright, I'm going to try to record myself beating this level here. I showed this level at the start of last video, and now I played it a little bit longer, and I feel like I'm on the verge of beating like the hardest part. I don't know what comes after this, but this is like insanely difficult. So yeah, I'm just going to try to record myself beating this. I didn't record the rest of the level, but it would have been a really long recording anyway. There was only like a few parts that were actually anywhere near comparable to this. Actually, nothing was comparable to this. This is like so hard. It's like probably close to as hard as the end of World's Hardest Game 4. Although I never beat that. I'm gonna go back and beat that later. But anyway, okay, I'm just gonna try to beat. Let me just do something here. I have like a bit of lag, but it's okay. The lag comes and goes for some reason. Okay, crap. But yeah, I think I'm pretty close to beating this, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to beat it on camera. Okay, I'm definitely getting lag though, but I think it'll come and go. It's not totally unplayable with lag, but the lag makes it harder for sure. I'm just going to practice getting back once, so that I'm less likely to choke on my way home. Okay, yeah, I just want to practice getting back once, I think. Getting there is pretty easy. It took me a while to figure out this route, but once I have this route, it's way easier. I feel like I'm not playing that well right now, though. I played like earlier today, and I was on the verge of beating it, so I assumed if I played now, I would also be on the verge of beating it, but maybe not. Okay. Okay. So I want to get there and back before I try to beat the rest. The rest isn't that hard, so getting through here and back is the only part I'm really worried about. The rest is not that bad. But yeah, this is hard enough that it's probably not actually comparable to End of World's Hardest Game 4, but it maybe a little bit comparable. But there's such a lack of checkpoints. Okay, yeah, see, I don't want to go through the whole thing and just die at the end like that. So I just want to get that down a bit. Also, getting in right here is a little bit tight, like that part right there. I got in, but then I died. Okay, the lag is gone now. That's nice. Just want to get in here. That's the first area where I'm worried about dying, and then like down here I'm worried about dying. Just want to play it a little bit more. I feel like once I get this down, I could just beat the level like almost immediately. Not immediately, but pretty quick. So this is the only part I'm really like, this part here. Yeah, I definitely don't want to just go through the whole thing and then die right there. Just want to get that at least once. Oop. See, that I really don't want to do. I'm not used to, I can't really go the same route there and back. For whatever reason, I should be able to, but it just doesn't, I just don't find it as easy to do it on the way back. So I use a slightly different route on the way back. But yeah, I get confused right at the end because it's the part that I've done the least amount of times. Okay, yeah, maybe this might take longer than I thought. I was thinking I was going to beat it a little bit. I think I was going to play a little bit better than this, but It's still beatable right now in this session, I think. I don't want to spend too long. I'm doing some coding. I'm coding in the rainbow. I'm coding in player colors in rainbow. I'll just show you that. Like, these are the player colors. But, anyway. I was just taking a break from coding that to try to beat this level. This will feel very, very, very good if I could beat it. Okay, I definitely have 0 lag right now, and there definitely was significant lag earlier, so I don't know what the deal with that is, but with 0 lag, it's definitely way easier. Okay, so I got there and back. Now I feel I can attempt the rest. That part there and back is like significantly more difficult than the rest. This part here, the fast moving part, is hard, but not that hard. I have a route down. I just go like boom. Okay, yeah. I haven't done it like last time I beat that was earlier today, but the route I have down is pretty consistent. So I need to just practice. I'll probably take a few deaths here, and then I'll probably take a few choke deaths on my way back. But I expect to be able to beat this right now in this session. Oh, okay, that was not a good death, but it's okay. I kind of want to do there and back one more time here for my added confidence to not choke, because I feel I haven't done this back enough times to mitigate the choke risk. Choking is annoying. It's bad for your confidence because, see, like that's basically a choke there. Because when I play World's Hardest Game 4, I'm gonna go back and beat World's Hardest Game 3, which I don't really think is gonna be that hard. But then I never truly beat World's Hardest Game 4. I cheated a bit at the end. So yeah, I want to go back to beat World's Hardest Game 4. So right now I'm in training to do that, and I'm also in training to make Crazy Mode remake, like the World's Hardest Game remake Crazy Mode. I'm in training to design those levels, and then I'm in training to make World's Hardest Game 5, and I'm also in training to beat World's Hardest Game 4. And I don't think I need any training to beat 3, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, so this training is, I'm not just doing this purely for fun. This is like gonna help me do stuff later. The remake of World's Hardest Game Crazy Mode is really hard, so I have to be good at the game. Then World's Hardest Game 5 for sure is gonna be really hard, like ridiculously hard. And yeah, just because I've committed to beating World's Hardest Game 4, which I know to be insanely difficult. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna practice this one more time to mitigate my choking hazard. I had never thought about that before. That's a good term for it. Okay, see? So now I've got this part down. Not fully down. You know what? I'm gonna do it one more time to mitigate the choking hazard. I like that term. I'm gonna do this one more time. If I do it here, okay, if I had done it there, it would have been twice in a row. It might be good to do it twice in a row. You know what? I am going to do it twice in a row. I want to be able to do this twice in a row so that later I don't choke. It's better to spend a little bit time trying to do it twice in a row now than spend even more time choking like crazy later. I'll give it a few more tries doing it twice in a row. And then if I really can't do it twice in a row, I can still do the rest without this twice in a row, but I would like to do this twice in a row so that I don't choke later. Although I probably still will choke later, but the rest doesn't really scare me. This is the only part that scares me. The part that I'm doing right now where I go back. It looks easier than it is. It's actually really tight. Okay, so I did it once. It's actually really tight. Okay, that's 1.5. Okay, I just did it twice in a row. So, you know what? For added confidence, I'm going to go for a hat trick here. That'll help my confidence later so that I don't choke later. Go for the triple. If I don't do it here, it doesn't matter. I'll go and do the rest. Okay, I just tripled it. So I can responsibly go and do the rest now. And if I choke, so be it, but I'll be less likely to choke now. So yeah, I just did it 3.5 times. You know, I'm gonna go for one more. I'm actually scared that I'm gonna choke. I want to just not choke. This is the hardest part though, the part I'm doing right now. So, okay, that's, how many is that? Is that 4 times? I even lost count now. I don't even remember how many times now. My brain is turning to mush. But anyway, I know I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. Okay, so I don't really care about that. So I got this part down. So now I'm going to go do the other part. There's a part in the other part, if you look at my mouse, coming from here, up here, and over here is another death zone. But I just have to practice it a few times, and I'll have it. It's not that big a deal. So once I get that, then I can attempt this part, which I just did like 4 times in a row. So, and getting over there is like nothing. I just did that like nothing. I've probably taken like 1,000 deaths there, because figuring out that route I just did was actually quite difficult. Okay, so this part should be easy. I believe I just go like this, this, and this. Okay, I fucked it up. Yeah. Anyway, that part I'm not worried about. The part after, basically after I get those that little small area on the left side, that part should be easy. It's just getting back here is the only other tricky part. Oh, okay. See, that part I don't have fully down, but I'm pretty close to having it down. It's also super tight. Oops. I'm not even worried right now. I have very high confidence levels right now. I'm probably getting close to peak skill. Like, this is about as good at the game as I've ever been. Although, probably when I was making World's Hardest Game 4, I was slightly better at the game. But now I play user levels, so my problem-solving skills are better now. I have to, like, instead of being the one that makes the level, I have to figure out how to beat a level. And by doing that, it just helps me strategize and that kind of thing. See, I'm not, it's a little bit tight, but it's manageable. Oh, I almost choked there. Oh, that's a little bit disappointing, but no big deal. It is tight. So, if I play too long, if I go too long, my brain will turn to mush and I'll start playing bad. So I want to bang this out in about 15 minutes. Anything longer than that, my brain will turn to mush. Although, I can go longer than 15, but if I go like whoa, 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 whoa. You know what? I'm going to stop talking. Let me just focus here. The talking doesn't actually make it that much harder sometimes. The talking like calms me down, maybe. But I'm not going to talk when you know what? Let me just practice this one more time. This is a danger zone. Getting back. High danger zone. I just want to beat that one more time. Now I'm getting worried that I'm going to choke again. I do not want to choke on my way back. More than once or twice. Like, if it happens once, okay, fine, because this is hard. But I don't want to choke like 10 times. I want to have it down. See, I just don't quite have it down enough. There's a potential for me to really do some serious choking. Yeah, I don't know why doing the different path on the way back is easier. For me, it just feels easier to go a little bit different path on the way back. Okay, so I can responsibly go and do it again. Every attempt I do right now has the potential to beat this. Like, there's probably like a 5-10% chance right now I'll just beat this. Like, get back to the checkpoint. Although the top part of this level, I have the least experience with. I've only beaten it like 3 times, I think. Maybe once or twice, even maybe less than 3. But I recall it's annoying. It's hard. It's not really annoying, it's just hard. This part, I feel is easy, although I'm just screwing it up a bit. I'm almost overconfident at that part. This part, like, getting through here is like nothing now. I could go and practice that a bit more, but at this point, I'd rather practice the top part of this level than worry too much about that part. Oh, that sucks. Now I've never gone back and gotten the key before. Oh, I almost did it. It might be better, actually, than doing that thing I was thinking. See, that might have actually helped me a bit. Because now I can consider doing that instead of going... I was going to go along the top. I think the top's still probably easier because the center, you're getting more overlap. You're getting overlap from both of them, whereas at the top, you're only getting overlap by one of them. So I think the top's probably easier. But this is, like, more familiar, kind of. So, it's hard to say. Okay, here, let me just try to get this without dying, because this is, like, an annoying place to die. Ugh! Yeah, I'm not fully appreciating the difficulty of this part. Okay, so here, just want to go along the top. Okay, I fucked it up. It's okay, the top is the hardest part right now. Everything else I've beaten a number of times, whereas the top I've only beaten like once or twice. So I'm not going to beat myself up about that. I don't really like dying there, but I haven't actually taken that many deaths there, so it doesn't really sting that bad. But if I were to keep dying there, it's going to eventually start to annoy me. Okay, I need chapstick. I lick my lips a lot when I play. My chapstick's running low, boys. That's how bad from World Hardest Game, I'm running low on chapstick now. Oh! See, now actually my brain is starting to turn to mush. I'm looking at it, and I'm not seeing the openings that I normally would see. So if I take too much longer, I might have to come back and try another day. Because I could feel my brain turning to mush. And here I'm not seeing what should be a very obvious opening. See, okay. See, now I'm starting to... My brain is starting to turn to mush now. I'm not even seeing openings that should be obvious. So that's not good. But at the end of the day, I'm obviously on the verge of beating this area, which is an insanely difficult feat. It's the lack of... Oh my god, my nose is itchy now. I hope the nose itchiness doesn't factor into the choking. But yeah, the fact that there's so few checkpoints and that it's so many tight squeezes all in a row Okay, I'm getting lag now. That's not good. That's not good. Now I'm getting lag. Okay, that makes it a lot harder now. Is there some type of setting that I could use? Okay, I don't see anything that would affect lag here. Wish there was some way. Okay, I'm just gonna close some programs, but I don't know if that's really gonna help. This is some stuff I was it's annoying to close this one. Okay, I'm just gonna close whatever I can. Okay, that's everything I can close. It feels better now, actually. But that shook my confidence. Oh, yeah, I'm lagging. It's not good. I'm not gonna give up just because it started lagging, though. I don't know how to deal with the lag. I could record at a lower frame rate or something, but then it would look like crap. Or I don't know how to fix the lag, so I just have to live with it. I could also try resizing the window smaller instead of playing in full screen, but then the video would look weird. But if the lag okay, right now I feel like there's no lag, so if I get into like problem where it's really bothering me, I might make the window smaller. So you'd think this is easier than it is. Your brain turns to mush, and then it's like you're blind. So like here, it should be actually obvious where to go, but my brain turns to mush and I can't see. It's like I go blind. Okay, that one, I hadn't been there in a while, so it wasn't really a choke. That one I can live with. You have to squeeze super tight there. So, so like, no matter what you do, you run the risk of just, you know, dying. I guess that's pretty obvious, but like, I died in one way or I could die in another way, but I'm gonna probably die there a bunch of times. I died essentially by going too quick, but I could also die by going too slow. See, like, should be like really obvious like where the opening is here. I actually just can't see it. It looks like there is no opening. And like I almost died there too. Okay, that was wrong. Okay, I've forgotten how to do that part. It's not good. But I'll figure it out, I guess. I was hoping to beat this quickly. If I have to figure it out, that's a lot different than if I just have to practice it. But, you know, and it's hard to get here. I think I am gonna just practice it once right now, because if I had to do all that other stuff every time, it makes it harder to figure it out. So yeah, I think at this point, I'm gonna go straight there in order to practice it. Because if I have to do all the whole left side every time, I can't get as much, I have to learn slower on the top part. So here, I'd rather learn the top part now, and then once I have it like down once or twice, just once would be fine, and then I'll go do the other part. So I'm trying to think like, realistically, where can I even go? Okay, I think I was doing it pretty reasonably. You just have to go up and down, like up dodge, down dodge. And zigzag. You have to do diagonal in order to get the proper speed. So I think I go like this. I wait and I go up down. Okay. That'll be my strat. It's also an intuitive strat. I don't have to do anything too weird. I would like to get it down once. Just once. Because I can get back there real quick. But if I have to beat that whole left thing, it's just annoying. The left thing's annoying. Just want to get this one once. I wait. I go up, down. Okay. Let me just get that one once. my cool. Don't lose. Once you start getting frustrated too, which is weird to get frustrated at your own game that you made, but it happens. Like, it's so tough that... Okay, I got that one down once. It's so tough that sometimes it just, for whatever reason, does frustrate me. Sometimes, not often. I enjoy I'm having fun right now. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, actually, right now. Like, this skill, in terms of skill, like reaction time and stuff, this is insanely difficult. Only reason I've done this because I'm practicing here. Like, it took me like 3 hours to get to this general area, and I've been practicing for about 2 hours, which I guess isn't actually that much, considering how difficult it is. But yeah, it's the practice is making me look a lot better than I am right now. I wasn't playing this well earlier. Okay, I'm gonna go like that. So now there's a potential to just win. I'm gonna go quick so that I don't get in my head too much. Yeah, that one was a reasonable attempt. It was a choke, but it was reasonable. I didn't just run straight into an enemy. I'm gonna do it back one more time to mitigate the choking hazard. See, I died in the same spot twice there, so it kind of makes me... I don't really want to die here at all because it hurts my confidence, but dying in the same spot twice, at least, like, I don't know. I don't feel like it was as much of a choke if I did it the second time also. Dying at the very end is gonna hurt. But yeah, as you can see, I clearly am on the verge of beating this area. This is like insanely difficult to me. This is like crazy to me. I almost gave up, actually. It was so hard. Sometimes it's so hard, you just don't believe you can do it. And then you just give up. But had I known, like, it would only take 2 hours, is still a lot, but you know, this is like important because I have to design hard levels, so I have to be good at the game. So this practice is really important, actually. But even knowing how important it is, I almost just gave up because I'm like, yeah, this is just too hard. Like, this is crazy. I was like, you know, really, like, okay, that was reasonable. That was reasonable. Not gonna beat myself up. I could feel my heart rate actually increasing right now. The excitement, the prospect of beating this level is actually making me nervous. Okay, that one sucked. That was bad. Okay. Just gotta calm down, I think. This is probably similar to like the feeling you would get if you're speedrunning. I don't speedrun, but this is what I would imagine it feels like. You start to really like just get nervous. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, that's not good. When that happens, death is imminent. Oh! Okay, it's okay. I almost got the key, and I have to like go so quick to the key there that to miss it by an inch is reasonable. And it's not an inch, it's like a pixel. Here's gonna hurt if I die. Oh, good. Oh, good. This is helping my confidence so much. I didn't choke anywhere near as bad as I thought I was going to. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't choke. It's helping my confidence so much. Now when I play World Hearts Game 4, I'm going to remember that. Okay, I just want to see what's next here. I'm going to make sure I save, though. Save and return. Okay. Ooh, man. Okay, it may be that there's an even harder part next, which I guess would be reasonable considering the level's not over. But I'm hoping... I just beat it. Bam! I'm actually glad there wasn't a harder part next because that was really, really hard. Okay, well, there you go. Screenshot this, post this on Discord. Okay, I'll post the video on YouTube. Oh my god. That was so hard. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Alright. See you next time. See you next one. I'm gonna beat Two's Trouble. And then I'm gonna do World's Deadliest Dots. I doubt World's Deadliest Dots is as hard as what I just did. Like, maybe it is, but I doubt it. I think it's not. It's not. That what I just did, it was probably way harder. Not way harder, but from what I've heard, I haven't actually looked at this. All I did was go like this and look at it very briefly. So this is all I've seen, but people on Discord told me that this is like roughly World Hearts Game 3 end of it. But anyway. Okay, boys. The training is going well. It's like Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like getting faster and faster. Like in the montage, he's doing more and more. If you look at my videos, I'm getting better and better for sure. So this is helping a lot. Okay. That's how long did that take? It wasn't even that long. Okay. Anyway, see you later.